How different is your relationship with your mom?
It's beautiful. Because you got to think, when a parent hear that, that's the worst thing they want to hear.
Absolutely.
They being shocked. They don't know what to do.
Because I'm here to protect you, and I didn't protect you.
But you know, my mom ain't, you know. I love my mom. But I hate what happened, but at the end of the day, it's beautiful because my pain turned into my purpose, and I'm healing the world through that. And like I said, that person is stretched. So,
Yeah, Kev, you say it like you proud of that.
I know. The fuck?
Kev,
You touch your kids, you're supposed to die. Straight up. You rape a woman, you're supposed to die. Straight up.
Kev, but that's not your purpose. That's not your
Cool.
I thought we were gonna let them handle that.
Cool. Well, God give me the strength to make sure this look mine. I want to stand over and give him everything I got. God, please let him be stretched. Because sometimes you give him everything you got, and they, you know, God don't take his hand off him. But if God take his hand off him, his feet going up in that out. His feet going up in that out. That's how that's supposed to go.
You get relief from that. You feel you.
What? If somebody molests my daughter, you gonna die. I'm gonna die trying, but I'm very resourceful. Unfortunately, if you touch one of my children, you're gonna die.
As we sit here,
It's supposed to be like that.
what is your purpose? What did you learn from that? Have you been able to?
No, I wasn't saying that was my purpose.
I'm saying
I turned my pain into purpose.
Yes.
Because I've been helping men that have been sexually victimized heal.
Okay.
Everybody ain't got it in them. Watch a soul leave a body. Everybody ain't got that in them.
No.
And that ain't everybody. And I'm not saying that for everybody, but I'm just saying, like, you know, people that's healing. There's a lot of men that I watch go to the gym and work out, go crazy, and it's the first day when they hug me, they cry. The music helps. The music makes this world a better place. You know, so it's okay. I know. I can look at somebody that it's a spirit that it's like a black class of spirit. When I watch people, I can look at somebody and tell that they've been sexually victimized. It's an energy that comes with it.
A kindred spirit?
I ain't gonna say a kindred spirit, but I can look at somebody that has been molested before, sexually victimized, and I see it. It's a hurt that comes with it. It's unfortunate, but the way I explain it to them is I tell them, you know, that happened at a time when you was vulnerable. You're not vulnerable anymore, right? All you have to do is protect the inner child. Let the inner child come back out and thrive again.
How do you let them know it's okay to heal? What happened to you weren't your fault? Now it's time to, as you say, heal that inner child and be the man.
That's easier said than done, though.
Okay.
It's easier said than done. Like I did a lot of work. Did a lot of inner work.
How y'all doing today? On the spot, Scott, mobile mechanic. It's been a while, man, but let me get back on this channel. It's pretty much what I do on a day-to-day basis. Well, I don't drop engines on a day-to-day basis. I pretty much do all the minor stuff, but this is somebody who's special to me. My church, my pastor, this is his son's car.
It's one of the strongest things you can ever exhibit as a man.
You know. Jumping the motor. It's about 7 degrees out here in Columbus, Ohio. And chill don't pay the bills, so I'm out here and getting stuff done, man. You know, I just take it one day at a time and realize every day is special because it only comes once in a lifetime. So if you can, like, subscribe, and share, and I appreciate it, man. Peace. Oh, stay tuned, man. Ladies and gentlemen.
Get on a cigar, drink a little water.
I hear Dolo, my brother's supposed to be helping.
I'm ready to
They ain't pulled up yet, so I'm getting it
I'm
done.
ready to take it back, but we just went down that path and I was just explaining it. And then, you know, I know a lot of people gonna watch this and I don't want to hurt no feelings because we really like past relationship.
Yes.
And like, I'm in the process of healing my relationship with my mother, and like, I love my mom. Like, I tell her, I say, I'm grateful for you. You gave me life. We talk every day now. She talking to my new wife on the phone. Yep.
Kev, what did you want to be when you were a child?
Probably a garbage man. I used to want to hang out the back of the truck. That shit didn't look fun. But you know, as we get older, it's like, you don't want to be no, when I used to say, I want to be a garbage man. You don't want to be no garbage man. They don't make that much money. Yeah. You don't want to be no fireman. I was like, man, I want to hang on the back of the truck. When you were kids, you're not thinking about the money. You're just thinking about what looks fun.
Right.
They hanging on the back of the truck. I want to hang off the back of the truck, too.
So you go through all this trauma. And you said something earlier. You said
You don't know it's trauma when you're going
through it. But you said you healed generational trauma. We hear a lot of people say, well, I want to create generational wealth. But just like generational wealth is passed down, so is trauma.
Yeah, because until I healed the relationship with my mother, I couldn't receive the type of woman that I was supposed to receive. Because I was always looking for my mother. I'm not looking for my mother anymore and the woman I meet. I'm looking for me. I'm looking for myself. And I told my mom, I said, I love you. And this was, my daughter was right there and everything. I said, so no matter what I do, it's never going to be enough. And those are the type of women that I would pursue. No matter what I did, it was never enough. And it wasn't my mama's fault that she was like that, but that's just all she knew. So I say, really, for everything that's going on with you right now in your life is my fault. Wow. I said, that's really what you're saying without saying it. And it was when I released that situation, and it took a little while after that, but like I say, it was one of the biggest things and the most beautiful things that I did is I'm like, I don't owe nobody no more but my children. That was a self-worth issue. Like, man, it's kind of like seeking validation. I always trying to help people, but that's just how my heart is. I want to help, and I help myself.
Is it because you didn't get help when you thought you needed that you find that flip side that you try to help everybody?
Yeah, exactly. It's like a self-worth issue. It's like you see yourself, you see the hurt parts of yourself and other people. So you just want to just try to help everybody. But guess what you're doing? You're enabling them. You're not really helping them. That's a pacifier. Sad but touching.
When you tell these stories about your childhood, about the trauma in some of your family members, when you go back and see it, Kev, come on, man, some of that stuff, you just keep that between us. Have you got any of that?
I didn't disclose anything, though. I never disclosed anything. I didn't incriminate anyone. You want me to be honest? I hate to say what I'm about to say. Don't nobody tell me nothing. With all due respect, people be just happy to see me. And if they did have something to tell me, they gonna pretend like they happy to see me.
With all due respect, I mean, it sounds harsher than what it is.
Yeah. So you go through all that.
Well, what they think. What they? You went there, buddy.
Did you? No, we could. You could. Did you play sports for it? Did you want to play sports?
I tried.
Oh wait, Mini
What
Cooper,
happened?
1.8 liter.
Because you tell me you backflipping and you could do yoga, you doing all this, so that's athletic.
I'm a natural athlete.
Like, subscribe, and
I'm a
share,
natural
please.
athlete. I played middle school football. I had fun with that. I played middle school. I was a linebacker.
Okay.
I played pee wee football too. I played baseball.
Right.
All that.
I get Kev.
AAU basketball. Not on lab though. Basketball, I'm a great passer.
Is that the way your way of saying I can't shoot?
I'm fat for a square.
You played baseball, you played baseball, you played basketball, you played football.
And I'm not trying to sound like a nerd.
But my favorite sport was soccer.
So in other words, you ain't want to. I mean, I'm looking at a guy like yourself, you all dieseled up. You ain't want to play football, you ain't want to put that pain on nobody.
Steroids and Cocoa Puffs. I boxed too. I boxed for a long time. I've been boxing since I was like probably about 14. I thought I was gonna be Muhammad Ali. That got cut short. Hey, get on the ground, hands behind your back.
Well, then I remember when you doing what you was trying to do, what you needed to do to try to be Muhammad Ali.
Yeah. I was on the AAU boxing team. I did good. I did good while I was doing good.
Right.
I was decent. I was fair for a square.
And then okay, the path this is the path. We straight and narrow. How did Kev get off the path?
Oh man, why you ask me that? Oh, I hate to say this. I've been off the path.
Even when you was on the path, you were off the path.
Because it was a wrong. It was a wrong.
What you say your dad was in the street? If your dad been in the street,
Not just regular in the streets. Like a lot of people say this like, well, my dad was truth.
yeah.
Some serious.
But if your dad had said, Kev, I don't want this for you. I want you to play football. I want you to play basketball. I want you to play soccer.
You can't tell me that.
So when you do it,
You can't tell me that. You can't never say that to me.
why? He pops.
Yeah, I guess.
He pops. We listen to pops.
I do. I listen good too. I'm proud of you.
You get jammed up.
Which time?
The first time that you got into it, what did you do for the first time for the folks to come get you?
I don't want to talk about it, but I was 13 the first time I ever went to prison. I went to jail.
You went to juvie.
Yeah, juvenile detention.
Okay.
And I tell everybody this, if they would have just put me in the car and drove me to the front of the jail and said, if you come again, you're going to have to go in there, and it's not going to be pretty. I probably would have been so scared I'd have never up again. But once the fear of imprisonment was removed, it became so much more easier to come back.
So juvie didn't scare you.
Juvenile detention is the most chaotic. Adult jail be laid back. Adult jail be more structured. It depends on what camp you get to.
Right.
If you get to a pen, it's going to be structured. Satellite camp, it might be a little chaos, but with all due respect, my law, something serious. My respect on his. Not because I'm just no monster or nothing like that, but I feel nothing. I respect all. I respect some serious.
Is that the number one currency when you dealing with places, be it juvie, be it satellite, be it the big house? Is respect the number one currency when you walk into one of these places, facilities?
Yes, sir. Body language is the loudest language. Respect is earned, not given. And nobody will ever respect you.
So you got to get it immediately.
No, I ain't gonna say that. The world knows sugar from shit.
Do you get tried? So let's just say I'm going.
And my younger days coming up, I got tested every day. I beat up every day. Win, lose, or major. Gladiator school. From the neighborhood to the jail to everything.
Right.
Beat up all that. But adult jail, I don't have any losses. But I had already been through everything already.
They know you. Do they know? So the first time you went to juvenile, you were not afraid?
Yeah, I'm still good.
Okay. Did you know anybody in there?
Yeah. So I think from my neighborhood enough.
So they looked out for you.
Nah, really, I still had the scope. Hey, you know him, y'all do something. I'm grateful that they had, you know. They taught me a lot about who I was as a person.
Okay, you go to juvie, you like, damn, I mean, I ain't really.
And then another thing, I gotta say this. I did get, God rest the dead. I did get what they call bushed or jumped
Yeah.
in adult jail. Like, but the people that was involved in that, they not here no more. But I did get it, and I ain't had nothing to do with it or nothing, but they just not here no more. But like even them, like you got to kill me. I ain't gonna stop.
What would lead one to get bushed or jumped?
I don't know what it was about. I don't know. But how my lawyer said, it's always over a girl.
Ain't no girls in there.
I think I probably was putting it on in the streets. And then I fell on the line he was on with the same.
The young lady. The young lady.
I know with my hoe.
Man, come on, man. That was your girl.
Putting it over here. I guess he fell play. I don't know. I mean, I accidentally picked the phone up. I thought of my partner. I'm like, I'm over here. Hey, it's my turn. It's my turn today.
You picked the phone up.
You already.
Come on, man. You don't answer the phone at nobody else's house, Kim. You come on. You wrong for that. No, I can't. No, I can't get down with you on that.
Don't. We was at her sister's house. It was her cell phone.
Why you answering? You don't pay the bill. You pay the bill.
He just kept calling.
He's trying to get in touch with her.
Hey, look, hey, it's my turn. You gonna have to take it tomorrow, third. He just took that. I really was joking.
Man, you know you can't joke with nobody like that, Kim. Come on now.
I know now.
You knew then. You calling the chick, and you calling all of a sudden, hey, what up, Will? I'm over here right now. It's my turn. She'll get at you on Friday. Today Tuesday.
I was really playing though. I was playing.
Where they play like that at, Kevin? Where they play like that at? Where?
I was a kid then. Though.
You know that they play like that because you was already in the streets.
Yeah.
So you know they don't play like that.
It was whatever, but I really wasn't tripping though. It wasn't nothing like that. It was like, you know, my hoe.
That was your young lady. Okay, I get that.
That was out here, man. It ain't no military secret. I'm putting that dick on his hoe. That's how that's going right now. Yeah.
Okay, but keep that on the hush.
All that calling, all that stalking, man. I'm a player. We don't do no shit like that. Who raised you?
You a player, he was.
Yeah.
He was in love with her. He probably done bought a little something, play in the ring. He probably paid the phone bill, got paying the light bill and all that.
You wasn't paying no phone bill. You know, Charlotte was with you, I guess, probably when I was in jail or something. I forgot. You was something.
You passed the time.
Yeah, you was something to do, yeah. You know, it was cool.
So you probably find yourself on the same line.
I ain't never know how you look. You know how I look. And then he already had, his little people back there or whatever. It wasn't nothing major though. But then it's so crazy. He didn't even want to scratch. He was little. He wasn't even on scratch. He wasn't living like that for real. He talked good though, but
So he tried to say his boy for you, goons for you.
Oh, come on. Come on, he didn't want to do nothing but one of his partners, they had jumped me or whatever, but then after they jumped me, it wasn't really about nothing, because after that, I still did the prayer call. I say, tomorrow when we wake up, we're going to do it again. Yeah, shit. I had a little eye. I had a black eye and the eye. Yeah. Probably had a little, you know what I'm saying? You bust me up a little bit, nothing major. Little eye, cool.
Then you come back tomorrow, let's do it again.
It was somebody else was on the line that we all had mutual respect for, because I used to date his son. He cool.
But damn, Cam. How big is Baton Rouge? Like 25 people?
Shit, from Baker to Gonzales, you blink your eye, you been passed through it, it's small.
Right.
But they got a lot of trophies come from Baton Rouge. A lot of living legends come from there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm blessed to have grew up though.
So at 13, you get your first juvie. Okay, you get out. Did you say, you know what? I ain't going back. I'm gonna live. I'm gonna be on the straight and narrow.
No, I was still seeking acceptance. I was running with some older dudes, and I was seeking acceptance for them. And point. I'm gonna show you what's that. All you gotta do is point. And I guess it was. They put batteries in my bed. I mean, I guess. But I was seeking acceptance. Because I was looking up to some dudes that wasn't even like that for real. So I was like seeking acceptance, like all young kids, impressionable kids. Them respecting me made me just feel so great. But I'm like, as I started maturing in the game, I'm like, y'all really,
I'm about a life that y'all not about. And y'all putting y'all battering me up.
yeah, everybody's been an R2D2 before. Everybody's been a robot. Some people still are. But I no longer operate off batteries.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your favorite proud partner of Roast Sparks. Have you ever had one of those nights? Maybe you're watching a movie. You're sliding, she's snuggled in closer on the top, and boom, it's home. Now in these moments, you can't get caught slipping. You gotta be ready to perform like it's the big game. You hear me? And that's what Roast Sparks come in. These bad boys dissolve right under your tongue. So no worries. And here's the kicker. That dual action formula stays active for up to 36 hours. Now, you ain't hard for 36 hours. Let's get that straight. But when the moment strikes again, you're ready to rise to the occasion. With Roast Sparks, you get harder, you get more control, and everybody's leaving the room with a smile. That's what I call a dub, baby. And check this out. If you prescribe to two sexual health patients and get $15 off the first order of Roast Sparks on a recurring plan, just go to ro.co/Shay to find out if prescription Roast Sparks are right for you. Again, that's ro.co/Shay. Now, you know you gotta keep you straight. Roast Sparks is a compounded drug. That means it's allowed to be prescribed under federal law, but it isn't FDA approved, and it doesn't go through their reviews. For the full safety info, hit up ro.co/safety info. So fellas, stay confident, stay ready, and let them sparks fly when the moment is right. So let me ask you this. When did you come to the realization, Ken, say, you know what? I'm done with this. Unless I absolutely positively have to get down, I'm done with this.
The last bid I did,
How long was that? What was that stretch?
33 months.
Drugs?
No, they try to say that it was in Chicago. It was crazy. I never heard of this charge though, but they tried to say I was a convicted felon with a firearm, which I didn't have a firearm. But they say I'm a gang chief. I'm not even from Chicago. I've never been in a gang.
Right.
I did just weird.
But you done been locked up a lot of places though, kid.
What's a lot?
More than one. At different states.
Yeah. All right.
Louisiana,
Chicago,
Canada, Ohio.
Yep. How you know about Ohio?
Kid.
You didn't know Ohio?
Yeah.
They got some real out there.
Really?
Yeah. Good people.
So after
That's crazy. How you know about this? You done done your homework. You done done your research. Let me find out.
I was okay in school. I wasn't great, but I was okay.
Nah, I was looking at that one where you was like, yeah, sound like Johnny Kangaroo. I said, that's my dog. That's my dog.
So I'm just trying to figure out how you go from that. Were you rapping before you started doing all this stuff? Or rapping was a byproduct, said, you know what, let me find something I can do that I can make an honest living doing.
I fell in love with the hustle. I never really took music serious.
Okay.
I started taking music serious when I started watching everybody do what I wanted to do.
Okay.
And I was like, I'm going to take this shit serious. But by the time I was taking it serious, I still had other shit pending. I had to go, you know what I'm saying, face all that shit. But I was addicted to the hustle.
Right.
Because if you ain't got no money, you ain't shit. I fell in love with the hustle. It's like I had a vendetta. I just wanted to. I just love the hustle. Like when Mitch said on Pay the Phone, I love the hustle.
Do you believe people look at you differently, view you differently, treat you differently if you got paper?
People know.
No.
Yeah, they do.
Because they say money, you know, money, hey, you don't need no money. And people gonna treat you the same, gonna look at you the same. Women gonna treat you the same, gonna look at you the same.
That's not true. I wish a woman will come in here and tell me, well, it's not about the money. We'll go get a bum off come over down Skid Row.
Right.
I bet he has a great conversation. Go get him. Move him in your house since money don't matter. It's silly.
Right.
But if you go back and you look at Louisiana, you got Wayne, you got P, you got Boosie, NBA, YB, Mystical, Soldier, Slim, C, Murder, Juvie, Webby, Currency, Birdman, BG. You saw all of that coming up. You was around it.
Yep.
And you still didn't want to do right until you wanted to do right.
It's not dead. I was trying, but I also was trying the other way.
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
Well, you can't serve two gods. You'll love one and despise the other.
You could just love both of them.
Nah, you can't love two. One of them got to go. Because remember, we had a conversation earlier.
It's about the law of equivalent exchange. So, yeah, where your attention goes, energy flows. Wherever you put the most, that's where you get the most out of. So, what you do most, you do best.
Absolutely.
So, I agree with that.
If what you love to do, what your passion is, you're going to be good. If you put your time into that passion, you're going to be good at it. Whatever your
I
passion,
love creating new music.
you love
But
it.
I'm
I'm
a
a drama too. But
No, that's not true. But I don't love creating drama.
what you thought you was doing when you was going to juvie in and out?
I wasn't creating drama.
What were you creating?
My grandma hustled. My grandma said, "Don't remember, lives in charge." Man, come on, man, like what? My grandma, hey, come on, man.
So you were exposed to that at a very young age. So really, theoretically, that's kind of all you knew.
Y'all see my grandma on Instagram talking that gangs of shit. Stop playing. God bless her dead. I mean, I'm trying to, I'm trying to, like, give to you the wrong way, but, because I don't want you to feel like, you know what I'm saying, but, man, my grandma said, don't want, it ain't no military secret. I'm a real street, unfortunately.
Right.
Like, out of hypes, out of jackets and everything, I ain't trying to come out here and be like, I just been bad my whole life. I done been on the block, say, Auntie, I got a 20 PK. Eat that motherfucker, man. Yeah. This Mickey. Oh, like, I can't be nothing but me. Damn. I made a better way because I don't never want my children to experience the things that I experienced. My children, if they be in the streets, I feel as a father. I don't miss the streets, but I love it. I like street shit.
You know you could never go back there.
Too big old fish.
Yeah.
And the game ain't the same no more.
What changed it?
They start moving the goalposts, you know? It's not like, and it's crazy that I'm sitting here with, like, dressed around dress, talking about how the streets used to be. It's just, it used to seem like, it used to seem glorious. It used to seem honorable. Now it's a lot of slime ball activity. You know what I'm saying? When you looking at it from the outside looking in, you thinking, man, they get money over there. They all loyal to each other and all that. You don't know, nigga. You don't know as soon as you pull off, they talk about you behind your back. You don't know as soon as you go to jail, your man trying to lay. You don't know that. You know what I'm saying? It's just different. You don't know that he done went in there and made a deal. He done came to you wearing a wire. He done did a control buy. Like, you don't know that it go like that. then they got these other rules, like when you really get the, you know what I'm saying, just talking about some old shit, they got a rule called irrelevant conduct. Like, just talking about some shit you ain't got no business, you know? It's different now. It ain't no consequences behind, you know, like, people ask me, how you feel about people that wreck? It ain't about no street clothes that make me don't wreck. What make me don't want to be a wreck is that we do not sacrifice the lives of others for our own self-preservation. So that's like if you're a Christian and you subscribe to the Christian faith, like I told I had my lawyer told me that Judas told on Jesus.
You did. 30 pieces of silver.
And so I never want to be like that. We don't sacrifice the lives of others for our own self-preservation.
But that's I get not in the street, because if you're in the street, you know what's coming along with the act that everybody says.
Everybody telling me. I mean, they got some.
I just get back in the street. You did something, I'm telling you.
It's all good.
I didn't sign up for that.
She got mad, but I think everybody except her. I said, motherfucker, you ride with me. You're supposed to help.
I wouldn't do nothing gangster.
That's like me and you riding
I
together.
wouldn't even put myself in that.
I so appreciate that.
I wouldn't put myself in that predicament, and I wouldn't even expose you to some shit that you might not be ready for, mentally, spiritually, or physically.
Nah, nope. I got a new one though. Yep, it's right there in the back. Yep, I had it. It was in the back. Now it was stuck. I just ain't put it on yet. I bet. Yep. I got all new axles and everything. I just ain't put it on.
So you see all these figures around you and Louisiana doing it. Is that when you like, okay, I'm gonna take a seat? Because people around you, it's easy. It's not easy. I shouldn't say easy. But when you see people that grew up in an environment like you to do something, you have to think that you can do it.
That's what I mean.
I ain't seen no doctors and lawyers.
Yep.
You go hustle.
But I do respect. I'll
Let them
do
know
it
in, man.
like,
I ain't gonna finish today though.
I'm not no fool. I don't take cash out of the chase. I'm too brother, like, my heart ain't built for that. And they say to thine own self be true. So, you know, I just ain't got the heart for that, to be no pimp. I couldn't, my heart ain't gonna let me do it. Cause I love hard, I'm a lover. So it's like, if you violate, I'm gonna demonstrate right there. I'm not even gonna let my woman go through that. I'm gonna protect her at all costs. So I had to pick something else more suitable for me.
Right.
But I respect every man hustle, but that ain't my hustle. I like that. I'm in that hardball lane, that black top, in between them yellow lines.
Right.
But like I say, I'm so glad that I've been delivered from that bullshit.
Yeah, we try to keep you from going back. Don't go back.
Don't make me.
P, you see Master P, and I've met P, talked to P. He's a great dude. For him to be able to do what he did, you know, selling and to get and to now he's a multi-hundred millionaire. What does P mean to New Orleans?
I don't know what he mean to New Orleans. I know what he mean to me.
What do you mean to you?
That man still come knock on my door to this day. We live in the same neighborhood.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, that nigga still pulling up like he in the projects.
Hey, wake up. Get up out that bed.
Nah, he proud of me though. He proud of me.
What was the first time that you met P?
I kind of grew up knowing them.
Okay.
Since I was a kid.
What do you learn? You see a guy that, tried out for the NBA, made it to the last cut, became this mogul.
That's not the Master P I know.
Yeah, I know you know the other one.
The ice cream man. He always been a hustle. He always been a hustle. A dog about that paper. Yeah.
I read that Boosie hopped on one of your tracks at a discount.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. What does that mean when you see somebody that's already made it, that's in the game, and they say, you know what, You good dude, bro.
It was beautiful because he showed love. Like, he was texting. He was texting everybody. But he showed love at a time when he didn't even have to.
Right.
It was beautiful.
Does that mean more to you when somebody gives you favor and they don't have to?
You ain't have to do it. But you did it. And I respect you for that. Still to this day. It was like in 2008 or something like that, 2007. He ain't have to do that.
He ain't have to do any of that.
At all.
Birdman, did Birdman try to sign you to Cash Money?
Something like that.
What happened?
I don't know. It's like when I saw him give I saw him bust down 100 million with his team, like in front of me. And I was like, I want to do this for my team. He's like, you gon' do it, nephew. Your Aquarius is in you. You gon' do it. And that was all the motivation I needed. Wow. But when I was over there with them, I already had my own record label though.
Right.
Like, I followed in the footsteps of Cash Money, No Limit, Trillion T. I followed in the footsteps of them.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted my own record label, Breadwinners.
Jim Jones told the story on Drink Champs that you wouldn't sign with Cash Money unless they introduced him to him. Jim Jones. Any truth to that? Well, I got you here right now. Well, tell me what it's up. Tell me the truth.
I mean, that's what they told him. I don't know the conversation they had. But I never even signed to them. So.
Right. Well, I
met Jim Jones and that is not the story.
That baby because why you didn't sign?
I don't know, but when I met him though,
Yeah.
like, and we still got a great relationship to this day, so I almost say that because I didn't even hear that interview or see that. No one ever, this new information to me.
Okay.
But I don't know what they told him. But when I met him, and he had developed our own relationship and rapport, we been like brothers ever since. And he taught me a lot about the industry and the label. And I'm be honest, Jim Jones was the flag in the game. Like, that's that I looked up to. Like, hey, shout out to Jim. Yeah, but yeah, he was the flag in the game at that time.
And then you meet Wayne.
Yeah, I met Wayne.
Well, I don't know if y'all seen that fall just now, but as you can see, got the Mini Cooper motor in 2006. It's just bolted in right now.
2011.
We're gonna stop right now. Go do a couple other things I need to do real quick. Come back, feed Nico the road dog.
Might have been the end of 11 or the beginning of 12. I'm making you lie to you.
I'll continue this tomorrow, and hopefully we'll have her up and running. I'll button everything up, and we'll go from there. You guys stay tuned in.
What's the Young Money with Wayne,
And,
Dre, Nicki.
Like, subscribe, and
Who
share,
wouldn't have
please.
wanted to be there?
And as you can
That
see,
was like,
Gathering, Columbus, Ohio, 7 degrees out here.
they was like
Blizzard.
the Roman Empire.
Almost the whole
of the
United
music
States
industry,
know how to
for
blizzard.
sure. And I was like,
You know how to dig out, get it done, and
So what,
take
what's
it one
up?
step at a time, one day at a time. Anyhow,
Yeah,
on the
here I
spot,
am.
Scott,
That's what's up.
like,
Oh, my
subscribe,
bad.
and
Ask me that
share.
question again. What's up?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Ask me.
What's up?
Me.
What's up? Oh, I mean, why didn't you get down with them brother money? That's the money. You talking about 100 million, you can bust down 100 mil.
I don't think it was in alignment.